Hi everyone. Hey, look, I had quite a bit of feedback about my little paper bags, so I thought I'd just do a quick little video and show you how simple they are. This is kind of what we're going to be doing. It's just made out of one piece of paper with A4, and I'm actually using Goldenmeade's Christmas papers today. And there was also some little freebie stickers cutouts available on the Goldenmeade Facebook page, so if you haven't had a look at their products, go and have a look, and does some beautiful things. So that's what we're going to try and achieve today. Start with just a piece of, well, this is an A4, printed on A4, and I've cut out any of the white around the edges. I'm not going to even give you any measurements because it's really just done by eye. So, straight piece of paper, all I'm going to do is fold it so it kind of meets in the middle there. With enough of an overlap, I'm going to use double-sided tape, and we just need to fold it like that. So you'll see there's just enough of an overlap there. Grab my double-sided tape. Like I said, I'm not going to be too precious about it. Half the time, you know what it's like, kids at Christmas time. They'll open something up and boom, away she goes. Oh, I've even managed to rip my paper there. Sorry about that too. Nothing that a little bit of glue won't fix. Let's get rid of this tape. I don't know about you, but I am always struggling to lift up my double-sided tape. But I usually find that my little pokey tool here helps. Righty-ho. Here we go. Pop it down. So this particular piece of paper is directional with the trees, so we'll try and make that go up. Next we're going to make the bottom. So fold up. I usually do kind of of inches, I suppose, depending on how deep you want your base to be. And then we're simply going to pop it open again, and all you do is make two triangles. So line your little fold up here, turn it into a triangle, and do the same on the other side. Your little base there kind of lines up. We're going to fold this one just up past the middle line. So you'll see the lines through here, not particularly straight, not too worried about it, and bring this one down. It's probably a little bit hard to see with this paper, but this is kind of what you've got in the end. Again, I'm going to get some double-sided tape, just a couple of little bits, just to help hold these down. On the wrong side. Whoops, doesn't really matter. All it's going to do is just hold that base down so it doesn't kind of open up once you put something inside your little bag. Take those off. I'll just do a little one. So that one's going to fold up here. Put a little one down there. And then that will fold there. So that is actually the base. So you're going to have something looking like that. What I'll do is flip it over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold up each of these sides. This is what gives you this base. So where you had those kind of line up together, use that as a guide of where you're going to fold inwards from. Okay. Do that one again, using that as a bit of a guide. You can have something looking like that. Open it back out. Now we're actually going to open the little baggie. You'll see what I mean by this being the guide. And we're going to flip this inwards on itself now. And that's going to stay straight. And that's going to be inwards. Pop it down the other side, do the same sort of thing. You see it doesn't necessarily have to line up perfectly, but now you've got an inverted kind of a base. And that is your bag. Okay. Now we want to make the top for it. So depending on how deep you want your bag, again, probably like the bottom, around a couple of an inch and a half maybe. You can tell I'm old school, I'm still using inches. Sometimes I use centimetres, sometimes I use inches. Now don't yell at me, I am using these pinking shears. I was so fortunate, I found them on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. Vintage pinking shears, old school, 20 bucks. That's my bargain of 2025. You don't have to, if you've got you don't have to shape it or put an edge on it. You could die cut an edge on it. You could use fancy scissors. You could just use ordinary scissors if you wanted to do something special. So that is the base of your bag. Time to decorate. I've got a little hole punch. I'm just going to punch a couple holes in here, like so. You can use either string like I did on the last bag. I quite like the chiffon ribbon. That always looks quite cute. Is it called chiffon ribbon? Not sure. $2.50 from like a $2 shop here in New Zealand. Not super expensive. Or of course any other ribbon that you might find some in an op shop, thrift it. Once you've got your gift inside your little bag, thread it through to seal it. Tie it in a bow or a knot, however. You might want to use curling ribbon. Anything you've got. You might not even want to put a bow through it. You might just want to tape it down. So I'm not the best bow maker in the world, but hey, that's it. You can leave it just like that. That's your little bag. But what we might do is make a little tag to go with it. This is where I was saying that Goldenmeade had put out the free stickers, so I've already fussy cut some because I have been making a few. This is just a little piece of cardstock. Just going to glue it quickly. If you wanted to, you could ink it around now. Again, I'm not too fussed. I haven't done a video before because I keep kind of looking at my screen to see if you can actually see what I'm doing. And you can. I think we'll find out. Again, if you wanted to decorate, you could. I don't get too excited about measuring, making it look absolutely perfect. I'm just going to put another little hole punch in there. Then I was fortunate enough to, we've got quite a few good thrift shops around here on the Coromandel. I was in Coromandel town a few weeks ago and thrifted a whole little case of these super special little bells. A couple of ways you can do it. You could either use a bulb pin. At the same time I thrifted the little bells, I also managed to find some gold paper clips, which I've never seen them before. I saw them on a video overseas and I thought this is really cool, I'd love some of those. Never found them here in New Zealand. But here I was in a little wee gift shop, op shop in Coromandel town, and there they were sitting there, they were meant to be. So I think I'll use a bulb pin. And I'm just going to thread a couple of these little bells on. I know that Spotlight, I think it was or Lynn Craft, one of the two craft stores here in New Zealand, also had these. And I did get some from there as well at one stage, but yeah. Grab your little bag, pop it onto your bow. Messy fingers, job done. If you wanted to, you could also thread them onto this and help your bag stay sealed like that. And there you have it. Again, you could ink around here, you could stamp on this, and then put your little thing on, little embellishment. But just a cute little wee baggie. In the space of what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.